Hello, hi, I'm Harvey, and this is my most requested live Ask Anything chat. My new song is called One Day, Two Nights, and I just want to say a massive thank you to Romeo and HRVy for having me tonight on the show. So, we're going to kick things off with the first question from Diana from Detroit. Shout out to Detroit. She says, if you were on The Masked Singer, what would you sing and what costume would you wear? I think I'd be a giraffe. And the thing is, the reason why is because I've got such a long neck, and all my fans think that I have a long neck. So I'll be a giraffe. But then again, if I was a giraffe, would then people realise? I don't know. Anyway, I'll be a giraffe, and I'd sing probably any John Legend song, because growing up, all I'd sing was All of Me or Ordinary People. That was like my go-to karaoke song. We're just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Okay, next question is Isabel from Birmingham. What is One Day, Two Nights all about? One Day, Two Nights is... I actually wrote the song in between like the lockdown, like the two lockdowns, where there was like a brief period where we could go out. And I got to go out and got to go to a club, which is very unlike me because I don't normally party. I'm quite boring when it comes to that stuff. But because the clubs had just reopened, I thought, you know what? I'm going to go out and party and kind of live life. And I did, and it was a crazy couple of days, and that's what One Day, Two Nights was about, was basically going out and just having the best time ever. Tara from Huntington, WV. I don't know, is that state, WV? I'm not even going to try and guess what that is, but I'm guessing it's in America. If you were on a dating site, what quality do you have that would lead off your profile with? Now, it's a good question. I have had a dating site before, and on that dating site, there's like a chance where you can like show a song that you like or what represents you. And I thought, you know what? Like, I'm a singer, so why don't I just put my own song? And I thought it'd be quite funny. And people did pick up on it and thought it was quite funny, so it did kind of work. But it is a bit cringy. But I did it, I picked my own song, and that's what led my profile. Jamie Lee from Glasgow says, what made you want to become a musician? Do you know what? It was by accident, but I've always wanted to be in like kind of the music industry. I wasn't very good at anything else. I wasn't very good at football, wasn't very good at rugby or any kind of sports, if I'm honest. And singing was the only thing that I loved and I could do, pretty well. And that's kind of where it kind of came from. But I've always sung my whole life, since I was like 3 years old. So yeah, I've always wanted to be a musician. It just kind of happened by accident. Katie from England says, what were you doing 1 day, 2 nights ago? Oh, good question. 1 day, what was I doing? You know, I can't even remember what I had for breakfast this morning. Actually, I didn't even have breakfast. I don't know. I got up at 11. I didn't have breakfast. That's so bad. No, 1 day, 2 nights ago, I think I was in my house, and I was watching a film called Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds and Jodie Comer, and they're two of my favourite actors. And it was a really, really good film, actually. So I highly suggest you go watch it. But that's what I was doing. I was in my house, laying on the sofa, and just chilling. Stephanie from Savannah, GA says, if you had to have a theme song play whenever you enter the room, what would it be? That's a good question. I think it would be, hello, it's me. Just every time I walked into a room. I think that's what I'd do. Adele. Yeah, that's a good one, I think. Emma from France, bonjour. She says, hey Harvey, I hope you're okay. I am French and I'm one of your biggest fans. Thank you very much. I wanted to know if you were going to come back to France because my dream would be to meet you. I am. I'm coming back to France very soon. 2022, I'll be doing a tour, I think, and I'll be coming back to places in Europe, so I'd love to see you there. And I love France, and I love French food, and I like French fries, so I shall be there. Alicia Marie from the Philippines. Shout out to the Philippines. If you could tell your younger self one thing, what would it be and why? I would tell my younger self to cut your hair, because your hair is way too big. There's far too much gel and hairspray in it, and it just don't look good. To just cut it, mate. That's what I tell myself. Mizuki from Tokyo. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. If you were not a singer, what would you want to be? I think I'd be like some sort of interior designer, or something to do with like houses and property, because I just built my first house, which I'm very lucky to have done. And the interior design is so sick. I didn't have any help. That was all me. And I think I smashed it, if I'm honest. I mean, I'm biased because it's my house, but I think it actually looks quite good. So something in there. Still something creative, but just, yeah, definitely not a banker or anything that requires mathematician, because I'm not so good at that. Lee from Sunderland, any new tour announcements? Well, stay tuned, okay? Andrea from Cherry Hill, what do you text the most with? I don't know what that means. What do you text the most with? But I mean, I use my fingers when I text. But I use if we're talking about emojis, what emojis do I use when I text? The thing is, in England we use kisses, like X's. So like I use kisses or the laughing faces all the time. It doesn't even have to be funny. I could be like, oh, that's so funny, I'm crying, and I'll just be sat there like, you know. So I use emojis quite a bit, but yeah, kisses normally. Okay, last one is Megan from Middlesbrough. Bestie, can we have a yogurt tour soon? I have no idea what that means, but what a fantastic question to end this chat. Thank you for listening to me chat. Hopefully you enjoyed me answering some of your questions. Shout out to Romeo as well for having me on tonight. I very appreciate it. You can go listen to my new song, One Day, Two Nights. It's out right now. Thank you, iHeart, for playing it. I really appreciate it. I love you guys, and I'll see you all very, very soon. And yeah, stay safe. I love you. Goodbye.